chills after I asked you that, dude. It's crazy. Dude, my veins are coming out. It's
like
pretty nice.
spike something inside of you.
I don't know, dude. Like
what
bro, my
has
veins
happened?
are coming out and
Like triggered
goosebumps.
something?
I don't know.
What time do you guys get out of here?
4:20. I have work at 6. It's kind of stupid.
My manager texted me and said I didn't come in.
Lucky.
Okay. Stop that. Please. All
right, we ready?
When I point to you, you guys are gonna go, okay?
Okay. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to Game Day Everyday, Season 2. I'm Jackson Davis. That's Gus over there. His real name's Tyler, but I'm just going to call him Gus throughout the show. Y'all should know this already. But is there a problem with that title, or?
Well, first thing is we're not in Season 2. We are in a continuous state of the series.
All
or
right.
not a series, but of this podcast.
All right.
So it's like we never left, basically.
Yeah. So this is episode 36. So yeah, obviously, if you do the math, 36 minus 1 is 35. Math question of the day.
That was the last time we filmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was like 3 months ago. But anyway, I mean, our summers, I mean, I just worked. So, I mean, I don't really know about Gus. Gus was gone for most of it, so I didn't really get to see him a lot. But yeah, so that's our life. But I guess we'll just hop right into it.
Really intriguing stuff right there.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You want to jump right into the first topic?
Yeah, dude. So we always start off with NBA. So obviously, this last NBA season. All right, I'm sorry, was crazy. The offseason, PG left, Kawhi, great finals win. Even though I was salty, Golden State lost. But yeah. So what are your thoughts on the free agency and like how it went, man? Like the West.
I think it was probably one of the craziest free agencies we've ever seen in NBA history. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, we haven't seen the shift of this many superstars in the league in a while.
Especially like the amount of duos of superstars.
Oh no, yeah, every team's got their 2 superstars. I mean, let's first start off with the big one here. Kevin Durant leaving Golden State, of course, and pulling the shocking move, but I think a lot of us saw was going to Brooklyn.
I think that was an obvious choice.
He went to Brooklyn. Obviously, he went for a max contract. It's going to be out all of next year, basically. Yeah. But he also got another partner who there's been a huge conspiracy theory where before he signed with the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie Irving signed with Jay-Z's record label. Not his record label, but his agency company. Yeah. So he signed with Rockefeller. Secondly, I don't know. I guess he just shown a lot of support for Brooklyn and all that.
Well, yeah, for sure. He obviously wanted to play there. He didn't want to play in Boston. I don't know why. He has a perfect team over there, but I mean, he does him.
And he didn't want to play in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I mean
it still amazes me because I would rather play in Madison Square Garden than Barclays Center any day of the week because Madison Square Garden's historical. Yeah. It's got a lot of history. Yeah. Diehard fans.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, I guess he
just
wanted more of like the new stuff, the new upcoming thing.
No, yeah, and it's always great to create a legacy for a franchise and stuff. Because I mean, last time the Nets were like
relevant was 2002-03 when they went back-to-back finals with Kidd.
Even with that team with Darren Williams and Brook Lopez.
2012.
Yeah, like that was a solid team.
Yeah, they were relevant. They're in the playoffs.
They made the playoffs. Yeah. So, I just found it really interesting, that they decided to create their own legacies in a whole different city that's never won before.
But see, the thing was, they lost. Who did they lose? Besides D'Angelo Russell, they lost somebody else, right?
Yeah, they. Wait, I'm trying to think because I don't think
I forgot his
anyone
name.
Big.
No, I mean not anyone big, but I mean it's contributors.
They locked up Spencer Dinwiddie for a couple more years.
And then Joe Harris.
Yeah, Joe Harris, DeAndre Jordan's there now.
Yeah. I mean, the team's a playoff team without KD, but I think if KD comes back, I mean, we all saw what happened in the finals when he came back. He dropped 12 like that. Mm-hmm. So I think he'll just do that. I mean, it might take him a few games, like a few weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
And dude, he's that good. Because nobody can guard him, so he'll just go back to his MVP caliber self, I think.
No, yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was probably one of the biggest teams that made moves in the East, along with the Celtics, who of course signed Kemba Walker.
I mean, yes, that's just another score, like a solo scorer. I mean, Gordon Hayward, he's still kind of getting used to himself, getting back. So I really expect anything from him.
I want to see Gordon Hayward be successful.
Well, yeah,
but,
for sure.
but based off the facts right now, I don't know if he'll get back
and
to
Tatum,
that
bro,
form.
Tatum better show like
Jason
he
Tatum.
better come up and show like I'm not trash.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown had a doo-doo year last year.
Very doo doo. Like
Yes.
2 bags doo doo, bro. Like it's
Okay, yeah, we get the idea. But they did not perform
yeah, for sure.
as well as we wanted them to.
Yeah.
The big loser, of course, in Hall of Free Agency was the Charlotte Hornets,
Yeah, that sucks.
losing Kemba Walker
They lost their franchise.
and then signing Terry Rozier, a bench player, for $70 million.
It's all right. It's Malik Monk's team now. So Malik, do what you want to do, man. Show that a Kentucky boy can go win a ring.
A lot of Kentucky players have won rings before.
I mean, yeah, Rajon Rondo, but I'm just saying, just like
He's not going to be the first.
do it again.
But
do it again.
I mean, of course, D Rose signing with Detroit. I don't know how big of a move that is.
No, but I mean that gives Blake Griffin some help. I mean, some veteran experience, so
Yeah,
help
maybe.
the team overall. But another loser, I think, to me is the Houston Rockets with Russell Westbrook, because that's look, boys, that's not gonna work, man. I mean, unless Russell Westbrook just passes a lot, like he did towards the end of the season last year. If he keeps doing that, all right, they'll be all right.
Okay, let's backtrack a second. Later in the offseason, it didn't come immediately in the first week of free agency, of course, but I think it was around second or third.
Something like that.
Russell Westbrook, star point guard for the OKC Thunder, franchise-long point guard at least. Won an MVP there, been to a finals with them.
Yeah.
Was traded from there for Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. Yeah.
And it was a very interesting trade. Okay, because
I mean, I
you have
don't see the point.
you have an aging Chris Paul who obviously didn't perform the way you wanted him to perform last year
He's not elite anymore.
on a terrible contract for the way
Yeah,
he
he's-
played.
He's not elite anymore.
I mean, he's still an elite passer in the league. He knows how to run the
I mean,
the court.
yeah. In that perspective, yeah, but I
But
think he should be an all-star.
then again, you also got a weird situation with the Rockets where you picked up Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook conflicts with James Harden's style where they both play that ISO kind of
Yeah,
ball.
the ball dominant. Yeah,
Yeah.
so, I mean, I feel like it's going to be like the team where it's like, am I going to take 40 shots a night, or are you taking 40 shots a night? Are
Mhm.
you taking the last game? Are you shooting the shot at the last of the game? Like, I feel like it's going to be confusing for the first few months.
I mean, Mike D'Antoni is a wizard with the offense.
With offense, yeah.
I mean,
I
now-
know they'll figure out a way.
defensively, I mean, it's a big upgrade defensively
Yeah.
with Russell Westbrook because
And he's strong, athletic.
he's
yeah,
a great
long.
defensive player. But yeah, I mean, we'll give it a few months. We'll see how it goes with Houston. I don't know if
Yeah.
it'll work out, but we'll see.
But hey, if it doesn't work out to James Harden, just tell him to get out of the way and to start doing what you want to do and
Mhm.
average 36 again and lead your team to the playoffs like you did last year. That's all I got to say.
Oh yeah, for sure. Another big team in Texas that signed a deal, or another team in Texas that signed another
Yeah.
big player was, of course, Kristaps Porzingis
Dallas, we are relevant now, boys.
returning
playoff
to the
time.
Mavs
Yeah.
for 5 years, right? It was a 5-year contract.
5 years.
It was a fat contract. It was, I think,
Fat.
171 million.
Yeah.
And of course, Kristaps Porzingis, he's a pretty good player, but
I mean, he was an all-star before he left.
we
or
haven't.
before he got
We've
injured.
only really seen 2 full seasons out of the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't really seen anything else.
Yeah.
So it kind of concerns me, but I mean, I guess I'll take potential.
I mean, yeah, with him and Luca, I think they'll be a good duo. It's another Nash and Dirk, I think, type of thing.
It's better than not signing anyone in the offseason
Yeah.
and having unused money. I mean, I hate when the Mavs do that because
Yeah.
they never do anything in the offseason.
Yeah,
They just stay dormant.
yeah. Well, it's either we have people and we just get rid of them, and then, like you said, we don't do anything. Because
Exactly.
we just get rid of everybody and we have to pay them their contract.
But now that Dirk's gone, it's a new era. So
Yeah. It's all right. Dirk stay around and coach up a little bit. With
yeah,
Rick.
maybe he'll pull a Tim Duncan, come back and become an assistant coach.
Yeah. That'll
Um,
be fun to watch.
and then the 2 final teams we're going to be talking about today.
The Battle of Los Angeles.
Los Angeles basketball is back officially, I feel like.
Showtime.
Lakers, right after the season ended,
Yeah.
Anthony Davis finally got his wish. He finally went to the Lakers. Of course, Lakers shipped out everything
they-
for Anthony Davis.
They got rid of Lonzo. Who else did they get rid of?
They got rid of Josh Hart. They got rid of
Josh Hart. That's another scorer. I don't know. But I think they kept the best in Kyle
Brandon
Kuzma.
Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram.
I mean, Pelicans got a nice
Yeah,
few players
I
out
think,
of that.
I think they both won.
I mean, Pelicans, of course, got their, Zion, of course.
Mhm.
They
And they
got
still have Julius Randle. He's tough, too.
Julius Randle's with the Knicks.
Oh.
But
Never mind.
Knicks signed like 4 power forwards.
Oh, my God.
Those were another couple of losers in free agency.
It's the Knicks. They're always losers.
But yeah. So the Lakers got Anthony Davis, and they also got
Danny
DeMar-
Green.
Danny Green and DeMarcus Cousins.
Yes.
And tragically, DeMarcus Cousins tore his ACL
Dude, that
right before the
sucks.
season started. I love watching Boogie play.
Yeah,
Let's be
dude,
real.
he's a great player. I mean, we kind of saw glimpses before the quad injury, and then when he came back to the finals, he had those two or three good
He
games.
played atrocious in
Yeah.
the finals.
Yeah,
I feel like
it was bad.
it didn't look like the same Boogie.
But no, yeah, but I meant in certain spans, like maybe a few minutes here, he would have like a defensive play or a big
Mhm.
bucket.
No,
you
yeah,
know,
for
and
sure.
you saw glimpses of how great he could be, but Raptors were
It
too
just
good.
he could never reach that potential.
Yeah,
Now on to the other LA team.
yeah. Paul George.
You have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George both pulling surprise, signings and trades with
Yeah.
the Clippers. I remember that night I saw Kawhi Leonard signed, and I could finally go to sleep, knowing
Yeah.
that I didn't miss the big news.
Yeah,
I wake up to find Paul George has been traded from Oklahoma City
to Clippers.
to LA. I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here?
Yeah, that definitely woke you up.
So
I think that would be great. That's the top 5 defenders in the league. They're
Oh no, yeah.
defensive.
Those are those are like two of the best two-way guards
Yeah,
or
for sure.
forwards in the league.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great duo. I think battle at LA. I honestly think Clippers are better.
No, yeah. Clippers and Lakers both have an amazing amount of depth on
Yeah.
this team, on both teams
Mhm.
actually. I mean, Clippers, they basically kept the same roster they had last year, except they just added 2 superstars to it. You still got Lou Will,
Yeah,
you still got Montrezl Harrell,
those are scoring options on the bench.
you still got Landry Shamet,
Yeah,
you still got who's the younger guy? I'm trying to think. I can't think of him.
Gallinari. Did they get rid of him?
Gallinari's been gone for
Oh, okay.
like 2 or 3 years now.
Okay.
But yeah, they got
Yeah.
weapons.
Well, I mean, but the Lakers, they have the veteran depth though. You still have Rondo.
I mean, you got a lot of old guys on the Lakers,
Yeah.
though. Oh, Pat Bev on the Clippers
Oh yeah.
still, too.
Patrick. Yeah, we forgot about him. Yeah, but
I don't know how we do.
But yeah, I know.
He's like a show favorite, basically.
He'll be starting though.
Pat Bev?
Yeah. Right?
I don't know.
Or are they gonna put Lou Will starting?
Nah, you can't ever start Lou Will.
Then who else?
Probably, maybe Landry Shamet. He's a shooter.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
I don't know, but the Battle of LA is gonna be fun to watch. For
No,
sure.
yeah, for sure.
Go walk into B-Dubs, get some wings. It'll be a good time.
I'm glad you made plans for that already. I mean, that's about it for
yeah,
NBA
free
offseason.
agency, yeah, I think that's probably the best
Quick, right now.
offseason I've seen.
NBA champion.
Clippers.
Clippers?
No, Bucks. I'm sorry. No, Bucks are winning it this year.
I'm going Clippers.
No, Bucks are winning it.
I'm a Bucks fan.
No,
I think Clippers.
No Clippers. Bucks. Bucks are winning it.
All right.
All right. I guess moving on. Obviously, NFL, the greatest.
Finally.
The greatest time for a true American is right now. The NFL and NCAA are about to start, but the NFL. What have we seen in the preseason so far? What have you seen, man?
I have seen disappointments. I've seen shocking players just coming out of nowhere and doing stuff that we
Lighting
wouldn't
it
ever
up, yeah.
expect. And I want to place my focus on the one player specifically who's disappointed me, and that is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh wow. Yes.
That is the $121 million man, I think.
Yes, it is.
And yeah, he's not doing too hot in his first couple games back.
What was the start? What was the stat? 0.0%.
Yeah, he had a 0 QBR the other night. It was really bad. And granted, it is a preseason game.
Yeah.
It was only one drive, really. Coming off an ACL injury.
I mean, it's tough, but I mean, you had time to prepare.
Yeah, but
You're
I
also
don't
in
know.
the NFL.
But based off the stats too, it looks like Nick Mullins is doing just as good of a job as he is with the Niners.
No,
so.
but I think he still deserves another chance and like a real NFL game to see what he can do.
Of course you're gonna give Jimmy Garoppolo a
Yeah,
chance. You're paying
okay.
the man $121 million. I'm
What?
just gonna put $121 million on the bench. Like no.
Hey, Just saying, there's some people out there that wouldn't. They would just send him on the bench.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are people out there like that.
Brady's prodigy. Oh, yeah,
whatever,
that didn't
man.
happen.
I don't think so.
Any other players that really stood out to you this preseason? Josh Rosen isn't playing that well.
Who's our new running back? Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
Yeah, Tony Pollard.
For the Cowboys.
Yeah, hey, that's what the Cowboys do. We draft great quarterbacks, great unknown quarterbacks. All right, if Zeke's out, put him in.
So quarterbacks.
Running backs.
Running backs.
Running backs. Put Alfred Morris in. If Alfred Morris goes out, we got another great one. He might be a rookie, but he can run the ball.
I mean,
he's strong. He can move.
I mean, you could put Keith Smith behind that O-line.
I mean, I think
anyone can play well.
Okay,
really.
You have a point. Anybody can play good behind the line, but I'm just he moves quick. He's quick. He can juke out people.
Tony Pollard's definitely been getting a lot of hype, and
Yeah.
of course, this is amid like all the Zeke holdout and contract holdout stuff, which he flew back to Dallas today. So hopefully, while this is airing, maybe he signed with us. I don't know.
105.3.
You can check that out, but it's. I think he's a solid replacement.
Oh, yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
he's shown a couple of glimpses. The first preseason game, he didn't really look that convincing to me.
Mhm.
Nothing really stood out to me. He didn't shock me with
Right,
anything.
yeah. No, and also, I mean, if we're gonna talk about Dallas, I mean, Dak's kind of impressed me. He's being confident with throwing the ball in the preseason. I know it's preseason, but still, it looks like he's confident throwing the ball. He had a few deep plays. His receivers got up and got it. But I'm excited for Dak this year.
This is
if he signs.
This is the make or break year for the Cowboys. Let's be real.
Yeah.
This is the make or break year.
Boom or bust.
Now, as you recall from draft night or the day after the draft when we filmed,
Yeah.
I talked a lot of trash about a player named Daniel Jones.
Oh yes.
I'd like to apologize.
For what?
I made a lot of statements saying that it was a completely idiotic move by the Giants. I said, he wasn't even really that good to begin with. But, I mean, he's proven me wrong in the NFL, or at least in preseason.
Yeah, well, he's still not going to get he's not going over Eli Manning in the season. There's no way.
I don't know. The way he's playing.
There's no way.
The media attention he's getting.
There's no way. Because we saw what happened when they benched Eli that first time.
Guess what?
Everybody was mad.
Guess what, though? Eli's an old man.
I know.
Eli's going to have to leave eventually. You can't keep him there forever.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. I agree with you, but
Eli's not a Tom Brady. I mean,
no.
You don't see...
He only had those 2 good years, Super Bowl years. That was it.
He's not just had 2 good years. He's had multiple good years. And that's coming from me. But Daniel Jones, I think, definitely should be given a chance this year.
Yeah.
He's obviously made some statements in the offseason, or at least in preseason.
Yeah.
And I think,
It's just going to be an exciting year. Also, another disappointment, I guess, is Cam Newton. Cam Newton got hurt again.
Cam Newton, it's the same story every year.
Well, he left with a boot on. I don't know if he hurt.
He should. There was reports that he should be back by week 1.
Okay.
So I like Cam Newton. He's one of my favorite players because he's just electrifying. He's just fun to watch. But
no, still, I mean, it's still kind of disappointing to see him.
It's sad to see his career kind of end up like this. He's not the runner he used to be. He's even said that he's completely changed his game to the passing game more focused at least to the passing game. So. I don't know.
No, but I guess with talking about that, seeing Cam Newton go down and seeing all these players go down, should they cut the preseason? Should they not let the starters play? Aaron Rodgers, he hasn't played at all. Carson Wentz hasn't played at all.
Now,
Jared Goff.
I have 2 opposing views on this. One, I hate watching preseason ball. I barely watch it. There's no one really watches it that much unless you're gonna watch for a rookie like Kyler Murray or something like that. Or, you just want to see, your favorite player from, a while ago get his, his actual attempt up back on the team.
Right.
But I think there's also a point in preseason where, let's say, you're coming from the CFL or arena football or maybe you're undrafted.
Just a small thing, yeah.
And you're trying to make a roster. Well, these preseason games are a chance for you to get a job in the NFL.
Right.
That's a really big deal.
Yeah, it's to build their story. I love stories like that.
I mean, it kind of gives a lot of backups chances. And I know from an entertainment standpoint, it doesn't really seem like much, but that's a really big thing for athletes an athlete trying to make it into the NFL. The preseason's going to be your best chance. and you can probably get signed onto a practice squad. You could possibly,
Get signed in general.
or just even work on the staff or
Yeah.
something. Like,
I would kill for that.
so it has two different arguments.
Yeah.
So I can't
But
really
no,
make a decision.
I mean, because I've been hearing a lot of talk about, cut the preseason to just, two games, have an 18-game schedule, have another round in the playoffs. I mean, I think that'd be good for the NFL if they had more playoffs, right? It'd be obviously bring more money, but just, I think, bring
I don't-
more hype for your team to make
I don't
the
know
playoffs.
if I want more playoffs. I want another, game in the regular season or something,
Yeah.
Give you an extra chance to make it into the playoffs.
Right.
But
I don't know. I feel like every sport's trying to do that. Like, they're trying to, cut it down to where teams can have a chance. Like, more teams can have a chance since they're not winning a lot. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
It's like the NBA. They're trying to have that mid-season tournament whenever.
Yeah, that's a little weird of an idea, and it's not official yet. But,
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
yeah, not for sure. But, I mean, I don't know why they're doing that.
But let's move on to the sport that's starting up on Saturday,
Yeah.
NCAA football. Of course, we have Miami playing against Florida this Saturday.
Well, that'll be
First
fun.
big game of the season.
Yeah, Florida number 8 on the top 25.
And, of course, yeah, they released the AP Top 25
Yeah.
polls. And I guess we're here to kind of, talk about our reactions
Yeah.
to this. There are a few teams here that we both in agreement
Yeah.
just don't think
Yeah,
should be on
yeah,
here.
they don't. I mean, it's more because their name to be in it.
Oh, no. Every year, Notre Dame's in the top
Yeah.
10. Usually
Michigan.
Of course, sometimes Florida. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends.
I just don't think Michigan should be in it, man. Like, they've just been disappointing in the last few years.
Michigan,
They're supposed to be winning.
for some reason, the AP committee just loves hardball,
Yeah.
I mean, there's something about hardball that they just love, and they think this Michigan team's
I don't
amazing.
know.
Like-
A&M's on here.
Like, congrats, you beat Troy 66 to 16. Like,
Yeah,
no one cares.
that's expected.
Yeah,
If
like,
you lose to that,
that should be happening.
Yeah.
Same thing for Notre Dame. Notre Dame, they play teams like Navy and barely win, and I'm
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me? Navy's only called 2 pass plays this whole game, and you barely beat them?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's what Navy's good at, is running. They'll kill you.
well, that's all military schools do is run. But, of course, my school, University of Texas, at number 10.
Yeah, top 10. How do you feel about that as a fan?
Last time we were top 10, what happened? Was it last year? No, it was when we were playing Notre Dame, that opener.
Last year.
No,
or
remember Notre Dame opener?
A few years.
Tyrone Swoops
No, yeah.
jump-
Yeah.
dove into the end zone for the
Yeah.
win in OT.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a classic UT moment.
I remember where I was, what was happening, everything. But it's been a while since we've started the season off
Yeah.
ranked number 10. But usually those years don't pan out well. We don't usually
Right.
play well for the rest of the
Mhm.
year. It just kind of all falls
Yeah,
apart.
but y'all are great at recruiting.
Oh no, yeah,
Y'all got great recruits this year.
and a lot
top
of the
star
recruits last
five.
year are finally going to get their starts.
Right.
I mean, of course, Caden Stearns showed up last
Mhm.
year. I mean, he was freshman of the year, had like
Yeah.
6 picks or something like that. So
But I mean, to me, it comes down to Sam Ellinger. That's quarterback. That's your dude. He's just got to be the leader of the team. Lead the offense. You still got Colin Johnson over there.
call him Tim Tebow Jr. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, hey.
He plays like him.
Yeah, if he brings y'all to another bowl game, gets y'all in the playoffs.
I don't care
Be
about bowl
great.
games. I care about making the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's,
I think
that's what
I think if UT makes the playoffs in general, that's just amazing.
the
It'll
day
be surprising.
if we make the playoffs this year,
We're going.
Austin is gonna burn down.
6th Street is going to
Ver-
be lit. It's going to be lit.
Okay, Austin's gonna
I'm
burn down
sorry.
the city though, and I'm probably for sure going to the playoff game.
No, yeah, for sure.
I have to.
That'll be fun. And Aiden Tremaine, shout out. He'll be going to the game too.
Yeah, but of course, Florida playing tomorrow against Miami.
I have Florida.
Yeah, I mean it's an unranked Miami team, so.
Yeah,
But I
think
haven't seen any of these
Florida always
teams.
has the defense.
I haven't really seen any of these teams play. And of course, Miami got Tate Marshall or
Yeah.
whatever from Ohio State. He transferred over, but he's not starting for some reason. I guess they're starting the freshman, who's
I don't know why.
I think a top 100 recruit. So
It's good. Another game that's big, I guess. Oregon and Auburn on the 31st.
yeah,
Here in DFW.
here in Arlington.
Yeah, that'll be big.
I don't know. I see Auburn winning that game
Yeah,
for
I mean,
sure.
I expect Auburn to win.
I don't. I mean, of course,
Oregon hasn't been relevant in years.
But of course,
Marcus Mariota.
but Oregon has probably one of the best quarterbacks in the draft in Justin Herbert. That's
no,
the
yeah,
thing.
I love Justin Herbert. He better declare for the draft this year. I swear.
I don't think he has an option. I think he's a senior this year.
Oh.
So,
Wow, that sucks.
yeah, I think I gotta go with Auburn there. Auburn's just gotta always has had a great defense.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and of course,
You never know. Justin Herbert might light it up.
how do you think Alabama's gonna do this year with
With Jalen
Tua
Hurts.
officially being
I
the
mean,
starter?
Jalen Hurts. I mean, he obviously showed that he can play with that one game.
I'm talking about Bama.
What?
I'm not talking about OU.
Oh, I forgot he changed.
Yeah.
No, they have Nick Saban. So I mean, what's the?
I mean, they got rid of a lot of players this past
Yeah,
year.
but
I don't-
okay, all right.
And of
to be
course, after we saw how last season ended with that demoralizing loss to
Yeah.
Clemson,
hon-
they got destroyed. Like,
yeah,
that scares me.
but see all those players that were on that team and like they're all gone. So there's new players that are hungry and want to win. So, and behind Nick Saban, that's kind of hard to beat. But I think maybe they'll lose a few more games. They might drop down to 5th, but they're definitely not getting out of the top 10 this year. There's no way.
Yeah.
And if
I don't even think out of top 4. Let's be real.
that's a lot for Alabama to get
Now
out.
Georgia, I could definitely see this team making it or dropping down.
No,
but-
yeah, I mean they're just up there because they made it again. They don't. I don't think they're gonna do anything.
What do you mean they made it again?
They made it almost there, right?
Yeah, they were close, and then UT beat them. But of course, Clemson's gonna be the favorites this year. They got a young Trevor Lawrence, probably gonna win the Heisman this year. Let's
yeah,
be real.
for sure. No, I think Clemson could win it again, or possibly LSU. I think LSU is a good underranked team.
LSU always falls apart.
Yeah,
so.
we'll see. They always have the defense.
And then finally, the team you brought up, OU, Jalen Hurts, finally
wow.
transferring out of Alabama.
Yeah, I totally forgot he was there.
Yeah, well, a lot of people didn't if you're paying attention to college
Yeah.
football, but there's rumors that, maybe just maybe he can turn into a Heisman quarterback once again. OU are champions at making college or
Yeah,
Heisman
for sure.
quarterbacks.
Yeah, they had back-to-back Baker and Kyler.
Same exact situation. You got to think, Baker Mayfield, Texas Tech, transferred and left,
Mm-hmm.
won his Heisman. Kyler Murray, A&M, left A&M,
Yeah.
went to OU, won a Heisman Trophy. Jalen Hurts, storied career, won a national championship at
Yeah.
Bama, left Bama, went to OU.
That shows a lot. And if he goes to OU and wins the Heisman,
I mean,
he's pretty good.
it just shows that OU is great at creating
yeah,
amazing quarterbacks.
staff is great.
I think that's about it for
Yeah,
for football
college,
today.
Yeah. Other topics, yeah. Your
I'll
favorite sport.
I'll take the solo run on
yeah,
this one.
Point the camera at the guys.
It's the English Premier League. It's officially starting up. We are already 2 games in, with Liverpool and Arsenal on top of the league, of course, and Man City in second, and Man U in fourth. There are some surprising teams that have actually won and drawn a game this year. Of course, Sheffield United with 4 points, which amazes me. Chelsea with only 1 point, and they're the dominant team in the Premier League, of course. And then Newcastle United with only 0 points, where they had a spending spree in the offseason or in the summer transfer window.
Hmm.
And
I just care about the USA, so it's just
yeah, but yeah, so it's a little disappointing right now, but we're only 2 games in, so not much we can really say. Let's move on to Pacquiao and
Pacquiao. Yeah, that's the thing we left off, right? That we were talking about episode 35. Yes.
yeah.
Fight.
So we were very hyped about the Pacquiao fight, of course, versus Thurman,
Yeah.
and I mean,
Pacquiao dominated, like we said.
he didn't really dominate, but he won the decision 2-1.
Yeah.
And it was a great performance from
Yeah.
Pacquiao. That was prime Pacquiao, of course.
I think he needs to leave. He needs to
I want
leave.
one more fight with Mayweather, and then we can call it.
Yeah, but Mayweather better lose. Pacquiao better win, all right? Because he better make Mayweather retire on a loss. Make him cry and depressed in his mansion or however many mansions he has, all right? I want to see him lose,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
Just like the Russian off Rocky IV. all right?
I haven't
He
said
needs
it
to lose.
enough, but Pacquiao is my favorite boxer of all time, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind it. And
That's like the only fight I would actually pay to see and not illegally look on it online.
only loss, I mean, Mayweather's had so far is to the IRS. So, but
Wow.
that's a different story.
Yeah.
Now moving on to UFC 241. Really big event this past weekend.
Yeah.
We had Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic.
Yep.
A lot of hype behind this fight, of course, because, you have Daniel Cormier, the Olympic gold medalist, going against, Stipe, who's the champion right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think it was an upset. Yes, right? No.
kind of, yeah. I mean,
You beat a gold medalist.
Daniel Cormier is starting to get old, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Stipe Miocic won with a knockout in the 4th round.
Wow.
It was...
Not even 5 rounds. Hell yeah.
It was a
Some
pretty big
respect.
fight, but the fight, I wasn't even paying attention to that fight. I was paying attention to Nate Diaz versus Anthony Pettis.
Hmm.
Nate Diaz has been out of the game for a long time.
Like 3 years.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
2018 he was supposed to have a fight, got canceled. And then last time he
Yeah.
fought before that was, of course, 2016
Yeah.
when he fought Conor.
And when?
Beat Conor McGregor the first
Yeah.
time and then lost to him the second time.
Mhm.
And that was that. But he finally won on his first time back in 3 years. And
He looked good.
I'm happy for him. He won
Yeah.
a decision, of course, but...
He looked real
Yeah.
good.
I'm going to go to our final topic, and of course, it's
The MLB, yes.
playoff baseball
Yeah, that's
coming up.
We have in parentheses here Nets.
Come on, big words.
Look, this is ridiculous. Yeah, big words, man. I'm in English 4. It's ridiculous. God.
Mets,
anyway,
Mets magic.
Mets Magic. All right, New York.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good
This is
time.
great for you, Rangers. You're really making me mad right now. I thought we were gonna make the playoffs. I was gonna go to the playoff game, but we're not. So
Last time we left off the show, I was like, Mets season's already over. We don't have anyone. Our pitchers are garbage. We
Yeah.
don't have any hitters.
they picked it up.
We finally got some pitchers.
They went on an 8-game win streak, and then
Yeah,
we lost 4 in a row.
we won. I think like 15 out of 17.
Something like
it was
that.
incredible. It was
Yeah,
after
it was a good span.
It was after the All-Star break. Of course, we lost 4 in a row, but now we're back on like a 3-game win streak.
Mm.
Got a walk-off the other night with J.D. Davis. That was incredible to me.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this team, it's starting to resemble a lot of what that team that made the World Series like 7 years ago
Yeah.
against the Royals.
Right.
I think,
15.
or no, maybe it was 2015. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been forever,
Yeah.
though. But I don't know how I can't remember the date. But
No, but
It-
the A's are pretty good, right?
the A's are, they're nothing amazing.
No.
The AL's basically already locked up because, I mean, you got Cleveland.
Cleveland's going to be a tough team to beat. I mean, they're experienced. So
It's between Cleveland and Minnesota right now.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got Tampa Bay there chilling on the side. So, I mean,
I actually do like the Indians, though. They're going to be a tough team to beat.
Indians always have a really good team.
Yeah.
But they
Well,
just
since
can't,
2016.
yeah, they just can't make that long run again. But, yeah, Rangers season's over.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say pack it up,
No, yeah, it's time.
go home.
Yeah, if Joey Gallo didn't get injured, it'd be have a different story here maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that is very true.
But next season is going to be good though. We'll definitely be in the playoffs next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that concludes Game Day Everyday's 36, man. It was great to be back. I am sweating though. It's very hot in here. I
Yeah.
think we should get a fan or something. I'm just too hot in here. No?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm Jackson Davis. That's Gus over there.
Adios.
And yeah, I guess we'll see you later. Bye. We'll see you.